What's up, everybody? Yo, yo, yo. I'm here with my best BFF business friend, Jackie. And in this quick video, we want to go over 3 pricing mistakes that you as an entrepreneur might be making in 2024. And what we really want to do, encourage you in this video, is to raise your prices. So if we were in church, I'd tell you to slap your neighbor and raise your prices because you may be undercharging and you may be leaving a lot of money on the table. So in this video, we're going to dive deep and talk about all the mistakes that Jackie and I made when we were starting in charging low ticket. And then we found out about this thing called high ticket. So we're going to dive deep into all the secrets in this quick video. But first, Jackie, welcome. Thanks so much for just being here and being, Jackie was the person that revealed high ticket to me. And when was that, Jackie? 2018?
Dude, 2018.
2018. So here we are, 5 years later. Jackie and I have had the privilege of speaking on stages together, and we've made millions of dollars selling high ticket offers. So if you're running something live, virtual, automated, or you don't even know what you're doing, welcome to this video. We're about to save you. How many years, Jackie, are we going to save someone in this video?
I mean, I lost 4, right, for sure. From I started my business in 2014. I didn't figure out high ticket till the end of 2017. Actually turned that, started making money in 2018. So,
okay. So
I won't say it was down the drain, but it was painful.
It was painful. And let's talk about the pain for a second, Jackie. What kind of pain were you in those 4 years pre-high ticket?
Oh my gosh. Do you guys ever just feel like you're just missing something, right? Like you're walking around, maybe, whether it's businesses or something, and you see people succeeding and you're just not, right? And you see the pictures and you see, the launch stats and you're just like, that's amazing, go you. And you're like, what has someone not told me about how this actually works, right? I remember spending so much time, can I get an amen, on Canva, like in the templates, because the right template I knew was going to be the difference maker. And I made the most exquisite ebooks, Eileen, and then sometimes I'd sell them for like $17.45, like sometimes I'd give them for free just to get like anybody to download something. And, a $47 sale feels amazing until the $97 subscription fee to one of your 17 softwares comes through every single month. And your significant other's like, what are you doing? Is this a hobby? Is this like some kind of just like what is going on here, right? So that was the pain, right? Like wanting so badly to be legit, believing so much in the value of the message that you have and the people you want to help, and just not getting the results that you deserve and not knowing what the missing piece was. That's what those 4 years felt like. And trying to constantly keep yourself hyped that if you just keep going, if you just keep creating a new course, new content, new webinar, something's going to hit. And because you don't have a key piece, it just doesn't.
And do you remember how frustrated we would be? I remember like how we'd be like looking at people getting awards. We'd hear, I remember us hearing about people that made 6 figures in their business. And I remember once you and I were at a conference and they were like, could all the people who made 6 figures in their business stand up? And I think I remember there being about 3. And we were like, oh, we were in awe of successful entrepreneurs. We were like, who gave them the secret website to make that much money? 6 figures was crazy pants to us back then.
Totally.
It was crazy pants. So let's talk about, if you're watching this video and you may be selling something low ticket, or maybe you've got a business and you're very successful, but you understand that, like, it's no secret, right? That the secret to growing big and doing what the big dogs do is a high impact, high value, high ticket offer. If you know that to be true, or if you don't know that to be true, surprise, a high ticket offer is what grows your business the fastest. So Jackie, how did you like stumble upon, because I remember you telling me a little bit, you're like, Eileen, I found this thing. And I was like, what? I was like, Jackie, what is high ticket? And you talk about that, like how would you describe or define a high ticket offer?
Yeah. To me, a high ticket offer is an offer that's crafted so that your client actually gets results.
Yeah.
And I hate to be so blunt or so unkind to lower ticket offers, but I've done both. I've watched the
Mhm.
difference between selling a $400 course that no one ever opens
Yeah.
and selling a multiple $1,000 course and people get incredible results. So to me, high ticket, as I see it now, right? As a beginner, I was like, what on earth is this? But that's the difference maker. The way
Mhm.
I found it was wanting results from my clients, right? Was
Oh,
not
interesting. Okay.
understanding how I could spend like $15,000 developing this beautiful website, turning around, selling the course that it contained for $400, and then looking in the back end at who had actually
Oh,
logged in
interesting.
and
Okay.
seeing that no one had done it. And it just broke my heart, right?
Wow.
Because I
Wow.
was so
Mm.
pumped about the content in there. I knew it could change lives, but I could see that like something wasn't working, right?
Mhm.
Like they probably saw the value, they purchased it, but it wasn't enough that they decided to invest their time. And so I needed to craft an offer
Interesting.
where the money, the investment that they
Mm.
made was commensurate with the way they thought of the value of their time, so
Okay.
that even when they didn't feel like doing the work, they showed up and did it anyway. And
Wow.
that's a high ticket offer.
Oh, snap. So if you're watching this video and you're like, you actually care about your clients, and I mean, it's crazy sauce, right? Like there are people. Did you guys know that there are people out there who don't actually care, like
So
if you
sad.
get the result? But if you're out there and you actually care about them getting the result, one of the big epiphanies for both Jackie and I was people who pay attention.
Yes.
People who I remember, Jackie, when you first told me I was selling something, at that point, I think it was around $297, and none of the clients were showing up to the coaching calls. I would show up there and
Yes.
I'd be like, I'd like level 9,000, ready to throw down fire, change someone's life that day, and there'd just be
And you're
no
by
one
yourself.
there. Yeah. And I'd be like, "How you guys going? You're taking action?" Da, da, da. And it was just crickets inside my
Yeah.
little Facebook group. And I remember taking that same program right after I talked with you and charging $2,000 for that same thing. I was charging $297, and I couldn't believe someone bought it. Number one, I
Yep.
remember just feeling like, what? But people started showing up. They started doing the homework. In fact, I was like, "Oh my god, they're doing what I'm saying. This is great. This is crazy sauce." Because people who pay attention.
Yes.
So that would be our number one mistake, is you're not charging high enough prices, and so they are not going to pay attention.
Mm.
They won't listen, they won't have weight on your words because your price is communicating the value of your offer. So let's talk
Yep.
about so that's the number one mistake, is it's not communicating like the value of that result. People who pay, they pay attention. So Jackie, when you first started getting in then to high ticket and you started,
Mm.
um, what was the biggest mistake that you found next? Because like I know that your time is very valuable. So let's
Yep.
dive into like how did you like love your life more as a because you talk about this thing called anti-resentment pricing. Let's dive deep.
Oh, I got to say this nicely. How's that? Okay. Um, do you guys ever have the feeling, and I don't know, what your pet, maybe you're already a business owner and you have lower price products, maybe you've like been a dog walker or a babysitter, and you were just wanted to get some cash in the door, so you kept your price like low, like
Mm,
$15 for the whiny kids an hour, right? Like something where you're like, but I need some cash, right? And
mhm,
so as you walk in the door to serve your client, to watch the kids, to watch the dog, to, talk to whoever just bought your course or something, because you picked a number that is just a lot lower than you wanted to be compensated for the amount of time
mm.
that you're about to dedicate to this person, you kind of, you don't want to, but you can't help it. You already don't like them. Do you know what I'm saying? Where you're just like, put the smile on. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe I gave you an hour of my time for $50, but you
Wow.
did, you know? You did. And it's
Mm,
okay. We honor you. We have been there. It's okay. But what I like to do now is think, if I am going to put in all of the effort that I know I'm going to put in when I'm working
mm,
with clients, what's the amount of compensation that is going to keep me feeling phenomenal,
phenomenal.
phenomenal, it's a whole new word, about that relationship, right?
Yeah.
Where I just like, And
Mhm.
because of that, I'm
Good,
excited for the
good.
next call. I'm like even incentivized to send a little extra resources, extra emails. I'm just so, it's
Mm.
a healthy relationship where my time's being valued, their time is like incentivized. They're going to put in their effort. And I call it anti-resentment pricing because I don't want to walk into a client customer relationship already disliking them because I undervalued my time.
Mm. So good. Anti-resentment pricing. So you want your price to inspire you, somebody tap your chest, whoever's watching to inspire you to show up.
Yeah.
Like where you get psyched to show up for however, like to the delivery event, to the coaching calls, where you get psyched to show up to serve those clients, where you're like amped because you're motivated and inspired by these premium prices. Can we save somebody's life tonight? You will save so much of your mental health if
Yeah.
you start to charge a higher price and place more value on your knowledge.
Yeah.
Just by raising your thermometer of placing more value on your knowledge, placing a higher price on your coaching program, raising the cap of what you think you can be recompensed for your mastermind, you are going to feel so much more breathing room
Mm.
in your own mind. So stop undervaluing what your knowledge is and start to raise your prices. So
Yeah.
anti-resentment pricing. Now, Jackie, let's talk deeper about one of the mistakes that entrepreneurs are making by charging low prices is they're not able to actually get the clients the result. They can't afford the support, the admin, the team. Like they're not able to actually really serve their clients because they're just undercharging. Have you found this to be true in stuff you bought,
Yeah.
you serve people with?
100%. I mean, I used to. I don't have this problem anymore. But guys, just imagine if you bought a car, right? And you got a killer deal on it. You're like, I don't know how this thing is so cheap, but this is amazing. And you walk out
Mm.
feeling like you just like scored. And then as you're driving, the warning light comes on, right? And like the seatbelt clicker stops working, right? Maybe if we're not like
Mm.
actually buying a product that's of a reasonable price point and value, it's because it wasn't well cared for. There's not enough support
Mm.
behind the scenes to make sure that it's working the way that it should, so we get the product that we think we got.
Mm.
And that's not only a fast way to get really stressed out as someone who's a service provider, it's a fast way to build serious resentment and a terrible reputation with your clients, right? Because you do all of this hype in your marketing, like this is the best thing ever. And so that's where their expectation level is.
Mm.
But if the price point isn't anchored at a spot where you can actually afford to deliver what you've just promised, wow. I mean, I would only launch once
Mm.
because they're not going to come back again, right? Like it's not a pretty look for anybody. And you didn't start a business to be stressed out, right? You started a
Mm.
business because you want freedom, because you want to love your life, because you really want to help people, and because you know that there's a model where you can do all of
Mm.
those things at once. But underpricing is not how it's done. And I
Mm.
totally agree, Elaine. That's it doesn't feel painful until you've got the first couple customers in and the delivery is just falling apart behind the scenes. And then
Good,
you're just scrambling to put it together and it's
good.
not fun.
Very not fun. Okay, so, who wants their business to be fun?
Yay!
We don't want not fun. We want fun. And I remember, Jackie, when you first started, I remember being in my 2-bedroom apartment just on the struggle bus and hearing about you saying, "Eileen, there's this thing called a high ticket offer." And it took me a few seconds to really wrap my mind around what that is. How do I put that together? And if you're asking questions like that, I want to encourage you. There's a challenge we have starting tomorrow. Jackie and I are going to walk with you step by step through the shifts and help you put together your first or next high ticket offer. So you can click the link somewhere on this page for that. But when you were telling me these stories, I remember thinking about, wow, if I could charge high ticket, I could actually like host an event for my clients. And I could hire these support coaches and these
Yeah.
tech support assistants for my clients. I could help them get this result even faster. And I
Yeah.
remember that inspiring me so much to think about, wow, what would 5-star delivery look like for my clients? What would over delivering for my clients what would that look like? And I
Yep.
I remember after my first high ticket offer, my clients flew to me, which that was like amazing. And I was like in this hotel with them and I was taking them out to dinner, Jackie, and looking around the table and looking at all these clients, and I was like, I can't believe it could be this good.
Yep.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it could be this good. And they were having this incredible
Exactly.
experience. And the feeling that you'll have as you deliver that kind of experience for your clients, it's hard to put a price on. It's
Yeah.
so rewarding. So if you're watching this video and you are frustrated or stuck or not having fun, we want to encourage you to let you know, right, Jackie, there's another way.
Yeah.
Like, there's another way. Jackie, we talk a little bit about what your life looks like, and I'm happy to share too, but like, what's
Yeah.
your life once you change your business over to high ticket?
I think, people used to see money, and I think many still do, on this kind of time and income scale where you have to put in more time to get more income. And the beauty of high ticket is that it's hyper results focused,
Great.
which usually allows you to cut out a lot of the filler and the fluff that people stuff into their massive stack on some low ticket offer
Yeah.
that then they've got to deliver all of it, right? So what life looks like as a business owner is you have time and you have money at the same time,
What?
right? Like, I'm not like, you don't want to, we hate to brag, but there are days where it's a weekday and I've slept until 10 a.m. and I get up and I don't even know what I want to do because I can do whatever I want because I've got enough cash in the bank and I've got enough time on my hands where I can get into creative mode. I can think, what do I want to do next? And what would serve my clients most? And I'm going to hang out with my children and I'm going to just take a walk on a Monday afternoon. And it's so different from the panic and the hustle and the grind of, I need another $15 sale by the end of today because I've got a bill, like it's just a different world. And then if you can imagine as a customer, when you've purchased, this $400 course here and this $1,000 course maybe here and this, $50 ebook here, and none of them actually crafted an experience that held your feet to the fire of setting you up to step into change and see it through so that you can have the transformation that would lead you to the result. When you finally then find someone who's crafted this whole experience where your result is almost inevitable, how good does that feel, right?
Yeah.
So on both sides of the coin, it's like you get to breathe again. It's like life is finally the way life really should be, the way we dream that it will be. And when you do a model like this, you actually get to experience it.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah.
We're fans.
Yes, and we would love to help you if you're watching this video and you feel like you need a little support, a little help putting together your high ticket offer. This challenge is going to be one of the best investments that you spend working on your business all year, 2024. Think about it. The number one move that you need to make to grow and scale your business faster is just simply layering in a new irresistible offer. And it's not as hard as you think. So if you would like to join us where you can learn our proven framework and finish your offer by the end of the challenge, you can click the link somewhere here. It's going to be called the SuperNova Offer Challenge. It's going to be so fire. And we have hundreds and hundreds of people signed up already, and I can't wait to see you there. Jackie, thanks for dropping fire and wisdom. Thanks for changing
my pleasure. My pleasure. Guys, an offer that is incredibly irresistible changes the game, right? And sometimes when you haven't had that success, you start to kind of credit the value that you have and what you're doing has. But when you get in the right room to learn how to show the world the value of what you do, like all of your faith will come back. So we so invite you to spend these 5 days with us to rebirth your realization of how much you have to offer and then package that in an irresistible way that people won't be able to refuse.
So good.
That's what we do best.
So good. Well, we'll see you in the challenge. Click the link somewhere here. We'll see you there. Bye.
Bye, guys.